Hi friends, welcome back to our front-end application using the React.js library. We have completed this application. In this application consists of the lot of tasks like a creation of the post and deletion of the post and retrieving the all the post and updating the post, updating the single post. And we have completed the deployment also this application into the different ways. Like a one way is like we have deployed this application into the uh, Netlify portal, and second way is like we have deployed this application into the Docker. And Docker, I have deployed this in the two ways. Two ways. Like one is the directly deployment, and one another one is that I have built this application I after building that source code I have deployed that into the Apache server. I'm going to give this playlist into the my cards. You can watch that playlist and you can give the like and subscribe my channel. In this class, we are going to learn the third way of deploying, and in the third way also, I'm going to deploy into the Docker only, but different way I'm going to deploy like using the compose file. I'm opening my this is my Oracle VirtualBox. I'm going to my project folder. In this project, I'm going to the React.js CRUD project. This is my project. In this I have already created the Docker file. If you open the Docker file, in this Docker file, I have written that from keyword with Nginx server. Nginx server is running with the 80 port. I have exposed that 80 port, and after that, I'm going to copy paste my. This is the dist folder. Dist folder. This is the build folder. You can call as dist folder. Dist folder. This dist folder is generated by a while we are going to build the application. This folder we are copying into the this HTML into the this Nginx server. This Nginx server will going to run this application. This Nginx server is going to run the application, and it will going to show the front end application, like it will going to show the request and response from the front end using the front end application. I'm going to create here one more file called compose.file. Compose.yaml. This is a YAML file. Then compose.yaml file. In this, I'm going to write first. I'm going to press the I keyword to write something. 3 version 3. Next, services. Services is that our images. Like services is our containers or our images. In these services, I'm going to first create the uh, React.js CRUD app. My container name I'm using as a React.js CRUD app. In this, I'm going to write some more things like a build. I'm going to build this application using the my Docker file, using the my Docker file. Where the Docker file is there. My current working directory only my Docker file is there. That's why I have given the here dot. Next, I'm going to give the port mapping. In this port, I'm going to give hyphen space 3000 column 80. Actually, in the Docker file, I have used the Nginx server. I have not used the directly that React.js given server. I am going to use the third party server like a Nginx or a HTTP server. In this, mainly I have used the Nginx server. That Nginx server is running with a 80 port number. 80 port number. I have in my I'm going to I have changed my container port my host machine port number as a I mapped my host machine port number as a 3000. Is it is the that's all. My compose file writing is completed. Escape and wd come out of the file docker file compose file. If you want to see the once again cat compose.yaml file. This is the actually when we are going to use this docker compose means we there is a multi-container based applications is there. In that case we are going to use this compose. Actually, for showing purpose, for showing the single application running, that's why I have used the how to work with compose file for the single application or two application. You can, if you want to run the two application at a parallelly with different ports, you can run this. You can give the one more container like a Node.js or Spring, or you can give any application. After this, you can give and you can run the application. After writing this, if you want to run this application, we are going to use the Docker compose dot YAML. The Docker compose Docker compose up. Before running this command, we are going to check this. First, you have to install that. Come to my Google Google Chrome. In this, I'm going to give this URL reference link in the description. How to install the Docker Compose plugin. You have to follow this instruction, and you can install in your virtual machine or in our machine. See, if you're using the Ubuntu or Debian machine, Debian distributed, you can follow this instruction. Or if you're using the any RHL machines like any RHL CentOS or RHL Fedora, if you use the sudo yum update and sudo yum install Docker Compose plugin. I'm using the RHL machine. That's why I have using this commands like a second commands. That's why I have already completed installing this. If you want to check this version, you can use this command. Copy this one to my virtual machine. Docker compose version. See, Docker compose version v 2.29.7. If you want to run this, I'm clearing my terminal, and Docker compose, Docker space compose space up. You can use this up means my terminal is blocked. It is showing that the version is absolute. It is yeah. We have to first, before I have to start the my my Docker tool sudo systemctl start Docker software. I'm giving my password, root password. If you want to check that uh, Docker software is running or not, sudo systemctl status Docker, sudo systemctl start Docker, sorry, status Docker. It is showing the status of the Docker, like it is active or it is inactive state. See, my state is active state. That's why my Docker container is running state. Clear the screen and give the Docker compose up command. If you use this command, my terminal is going to block. First, it is going to build the image. In the build stage, it's going to pull the image Nginx image from the Docker hub, Docker registry. Then it's going to run the application. See, after building the image, it's going to run the application. The two task is performed by the this up command, Docker compose up command. See, application is running. If you want to I'm going to show the application using the web browser. Firefox is running. Localhost column. I have given the my host port number is a 3000. You can give 3000. Localhost column 3000. See, my application is running. My application running. If you want to give anything, you can give here. I'm giving. Welcome to programming elements. Please like the video and like the video and subscribe the channel. Subscribe the channel of programming elements. If you want to add this post, you can click on the add button. Title is welcome to programming elements. News is that please like the video and subscribe the channel of the programming elements. If you want to remove this, you can remove. And if you want to remove the containers, come out of my terminal is blocked here. If you want to destroy the container, if you want to see the container, Docker ps, see, container is running, container is in the running state. If you want to see the images also, Docker images Nginx image. See, this is the image of the React.js cloud project, React.js cloud app. This is the image name. If you want to destroy the compose, like compose generated by the Docker container, using this. If you want to stop, you can use the stop command. But if you want to remove the entire Docker container, you can use the Docker compose down. Using this command, it will going to destroy the container, and it is also actually while creating of the Docker compose, it will going to create the one network also. That network also is it going to kill, like kill means remove. On default network it going to kill, it will going to create while creating a, while running the application, when running the Docker compose up. It's going to destroy while destroying, while doing the Docker compose down. It's going to delete the first containers. Then it's going to delete the network, default network given by the Docker compose up. If you want to see this again, Docker space ps. See, no container is running. Docker ps hyphen a. No container also there. Because of using this command, entire Docker containers will be removed from our system, removed from our local system. And if you want to see this image, see image is still there, but only containers will be deleted and not stop, only deleted, using this docker compose down command. That's all, friends. We have completed the third way of the fourth way of deploying also, using the docker compose file. If you like my content, if you like my explanation, please like the video and subscribe the channel.